So, Les,
What's good, brother?
we've started a few episodes recently with some bad jokes, you know.
They've been on the other side of fresh.
But, when do bad jokes actually become a dad joke?
When they bad dad jokes?
No.
When
they become apparent.
That one got some crust growing on it too. Oh yeah, okay. I get it.
Little Father's Day joke there.
Little Father's Day. Let's put that ding. Oh, that's all right. We're gonna call that segment On the Other Side of Fresh. No.
Live from a Zoom call somewhere in the Carolinas, it's Russ, it's Les, it's the Manspace Podcast. Take it away, fellas.
What's up, people?
How you doing, my man?
I'm doing well, brother. How you doing?
I'm hanging in there, man. I'm hanging in there.
Better than falling out of there.
That's true. That's true. I'm on my 9 to 5 work. I've gone back into the office in the 9 to 5 role. And it's interesting to see all the bellies that have developed on a lot of people.
Boy, that Rona disease, there's a whole nother thing right there, boy.
It's some folks that did not miss a meal.
Oh, yeah.
While we've been home this past year.
Boy, they even put them stimmies to work. You know what I mean? They eating steak and potatoes and shrimp and lobsters.
Bruh, did they?
Yeah, boy. Ain't had a salad or nothing. Anything. No, man. I can't blame them, though, because, I was in there, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was Chef Boyardee in it up. Everything.
I got a message from one of our listeners,
and
they were listening to one of our episodes, and they were like, "It didn't take you that long to go into food. You were only like 2 minutes in. You guys started talking about food."
How fast did we get there in this one?
Right. So we're going to take a little bit into food right now.
Okay. Yeah, let's break our record. It's less than 2 minutes in.
Right. So some weeks back on Manspace Nat 1, the Instagram page, we put a poll out there about the breakfast of champions. Pancakes or waffles? Which one are you, Les? I'm
a waffle guy.
You're a waffle?
I like waffles, man, but I'll smash a pancake too. It's got syrup on it. I'm smashing. Waffles hold the fruit better.
Yeah, true. That is true. One of the things I love is when I go out and I stay at a hotel and to make a Belgian waffle, I won't put syrup on it though.
Why?
I don't know. It's something about.
What do you put on it?
I get peanut butter and honey.
Oh, no.
Yes.
No. This is where we differ and you're strange. No, we have a lot of things in common. But peanut butter and honey ain't one of them.
I only do it when I'm at a hotel.
Really?
I don't do it at home.
That's some alien type stuff, man.
I'll do the same thing with a bagel when I'm at a hotel. Peanut butter and honey.
Absolutely not. Yeah. Bagels get cream cheese.
No.
Yes. You don't put peanut butter on a bagel.
Peanut butter and honey. It's delicious.
I'm not even trying that. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not doing it. Cream cheese. Strawberry cream cheese. Blueberry cream cheese. But it's got cream cheese. I ain't putting no honey and I ain't putting no peanut butter. Now, if you put peanut butter and cream cheese together, I might try it. But if it ain't got cream cheese or butter, you can keep it, cuz.
So which way do you think our poll went?
They went pancakes.
Our poll actually went for waffles.
I'm a part of the majority, finally.
For once in your life.
For once in my lifetime. It's like, who is this odd-looking duck all the time walking around?
57% of the Manspace Nation prefer waffles over pancakes.
Man, I knew we had a whole lot in common, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Just don't tell me y'all put peanut butter on it, and then we're going to have a whole other problem.
So I went out the other weekend and went to this little restaurant, and they had key lime pancakes. It was a choice between key lime pancakes or banana pudding French toast.
Key lime pancakes.
I love key lime pie. That is my absolute favorite, is a good key lime pie.
But how was the pancakes?
You know, the first bite, I was like, oh, this is delicious.
Just like key lime pie. Did you get caught back there in the back corner?
That little
muscle.
tart.
Yeah.
That little tartness hit me in the back.
Yeah.
I got about a quarter of the way in, and I'm just like, I'm over it.
Yeah.
And like, I got to the point that I'm scratching all the key lime stuff out. And then on top of it, right, when you look at the picture looked like it just had the cream all through the layers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm like lifting up my pancakes, and there's like slices of lime.
Oh, no.
Yes. I'm like, who in the world does this?
Man, lime is very, it's very strong.
It is very strong.
Yeah, and you put that on pancakes?
Yeah, they ruined it, because when you look at the picture, that was not in the picture. There was one little lime on the very top.
Yeah.
Nah, they had it slices all the way through the pancake.
See, here's another thing that COVID done. It made all of these people with culinary backgrounds think that they are, top chef or Iron Chef or something.
Right.
Now they putting fennel seeds and popcorn and I'm like, look here, dog. Look here.
And mustard on watermelon.
I don't think that was a culinary genius.
Culinary idiot.
Yeah, for real. Oh, hey, but see, you've extended your palate. You want to try all these new things, and I love it because you try it before I do. So I'm good with it. And I'm gonna live vicariously through you on these pancakes.
I think when it comes to pancakes and waffles, I'm like 50-50. If I start the week with the waffle, I'm gonna finish the week with a pancake. Because sometimes you get some and they just like Frisbees.
Them little flat jokers.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. I can't do them either.
When we used to travel out to California and so Les and I would, work on this road team sometimes, and they would have meals for us. And we come in there for breakfast, and those little pancakes sitting there, and you trying to cut them.
You can't cut them jokers. You couldn't do nothing. You had to pull them apart. That's how tough them jokers was.
When you sit there and you just bite into it, it's got that tug like you biting into a rib.
It's like this ain't flour and water and eggs.
No.
That's not what this is.
There was no fluffiness of those pancakes.
Yeah, that was shoelaces. That's what that was. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm at home. I guess I'm a waffle guy on the road. Right? Because I'm at home, it's just easy for me to whip up some pancakes real quick.
Yeah.
And then throw them on a griddle and keep it moving,
I mean, we're empty nesters.
Yeah. Same here. Yeah.
And so if it's just, me and Mrs. Russ, I'm probably going to go a waffle. And sometimes I'll do pancakes, but I'll probably make a waffle. Now, are you one that likes to put stuff in the waffle, or you just want it to be on top?
No, I just on top of it. The only thing I really put on top of it, man, is sometimes I get a little bougie. I'll cut up some strawberries here and there when I'm trying to be fancy. And put some whipped cream on there. That's not filling to me. That's not what I really want. I really want the butter and I want the syrup.
Yeah.
I want that sweet goodness, and I want to pile up 3 of them on one side of the plate and 3 on the other side, depending on which waffle maker I use. Because if I use that big round joker, I'm only putting 2 on the plate. But that square one, let me get 4 squares.
Yeah,
let me get a couple of them. Give me.
Like as a kid, if I had waffles as a kid, it was an Eggo. Mama wasn't making any waffles. You could get pancakes made, but you wouldn't get a waffle unless you got an Eggo.
I wonder how many households that was, because I didn't get them at home. I only got them when I went to my grandparents' house.
Yeah.
Fresh waffles. Only time I ever got fresh waffles. I really wonder.
A friend of ours had a prayer breakfast many years ago. And they were making waffles at their house. And so like, hey, what do you want in? Oh, I can get stuff in a waffle? Like, oh, throw some walnuts in there,
Yeah.
It was delicious. Like I left their house. I didn't even go home. I went straight to the store and bought a waffle maker.
Straight away. I'm doing this next week at my house. Yeah. I ain't inviting nobody, but I'm going to do it.
That's it.
Oh, that's hilarious.
We go in and out on who we promote, and I'm gonna promote this company because I hear they're struggling a little bit and they're going out of business.
Oh God!
But Cracker Barrel, and this is probably why they're going out of business.
Yeah,
they put something on the menu and they took it off, and it hasn't been back on the menu since. And it's been years, and I've been complaining about this ever since.
And what was that?
The sweet potato pancakes.
Really?
You wanted to? I tried that thing. It was the most delicious thing I've ever tried in my life.
Sweet potato pancakes?
Sweet potato pancakes.
I might try.
Absolutely fantastic. Now, I went there, and after they stopped doing, like, I would go like several times a week because it was just that good. And then they stopped, and they started having like the mix in the store, and I would try to mix, and I could never make it the way theirs tasted. Absolutely delicious.
Never had them.
Yeah. Well, apparently never will, because they're on the struggle now.
Well, they on the struggle because they're just like everybody else. Yeah. These jokers don't want to come to work.
True.
They can't hire nobody. I've never seen anything like this in my life.
Yeah.
Go to the restaurant, they're closing at 7 p.m. because they don't have nobody to, now that's the new closing time. The employees forced them to not stay up until 11 o'clock at night. You're going to close at 7 because everybody else ain't coming into work.
One morning, I tried to go to Burger King just for breakfast, and they weren't even open because they didn't have anybody to work the morning shift. Like, we're sorry, we'll open at 10:30.
What is going on, world?
Folks are just lazy, man.
My God, man. They got used to that unemployment, extra unemployment. And that's it. I never been to a Bojangles that said they was out of chicken. We don't have no chicken. The people who are supposed to prep the chicken didn't come in. I'm just like, so what y'all got? Oh, we got biscuits. Well, you can keep those biscuits.
Right.
No, it ain't like they Red Lobster, garlic butter biscuits.
Those cheddar biscuits are Red Lobster.
Cheddar biscuits. Ooh.
Yeah, that's about the only thing I'll go for. The rest of Red Lobster sucks, man.
The rest of it is horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. What you want? Let me get 12 of them biscuits. Anything else?
No.
Nah, I'm good.
I'm good.
Biscuits. And let me get a Diet Coke. That's it. That's all I need right there.
Join Russ and Les as we continue to celebrate the Manspace Podcast 1-year anniversary in recognizing the top 10 Manspace moments from season 1, as voted on by you, the Manspace Nation. So without further ado, number 4. I'm driving back after it was done, and I'm like, my hands cramping up.
Oh, man.
Yeah, dealing with a major case of swamp butt, and it was just...
Wait a minute. Wait. You got to explain to the listeners. A little bit of alligator tail.
Yeah. So that's when you start getting that sweat, and it goes right down the crack of your behind.
I hate that, man. Your drawers don't work.
They don't work at all. They start to bunch on you, and you start walking funny. Oh man.
And see, you're too prideful to reach down in there and pull them jokers out. But you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I mean?
Do you hear this thunder in the background?
That's thunder?
Yes.
I thought it was your wife getting ready to beat.
I think that's the Lord telling me I don't need to be talking about Swamp Bud.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Today we're talking about something that both of us are familiar with, and that is a subject called blended families.
Yes, sir.
I looked up some statistics, and this was kind of shocking to me, and I'm like, where did they come up with these numbers? But 40% of first marriages are parts of blended families.
40% of first marriages?
First marriages are blended marriages.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's kind of high.
60% of second marriages are blended families.
I can see that number.
And out of that, 60% of those second marriages ended divorce.
What?
Yes.
Damn, second marriages is supposed to be the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know now what you really don't want, for real.
Right. But it's when you come into that blended family, man, it's a little
It's
rough.
tough.
Yeah.
It's tough, especially with younger children.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot tougher with younger children. When you step in there with, grown or almost grown children, it's a little bit different. You don't have to feed them, and they're not living with you and stuff like that. So it's a little different,
My situation with the blended family is, my wife's kids were out of the house.
Right.
When I came into the picture, the youngest was graduating high school and moving on.
Right.
Right. Whereas my daughter, little Russ, she was in middle school. So she's been more impacted by the blended family than her side.
Her side. Yeah.
Right? Because her kids don't look at me as like, oh, this is my stepdad or anything like that. Or,
right.
It's almost like homeboy,
Yeah.
Because they're grown, there was no part of me having to raise them.
Right.
We talk, if they need advice or something like that, they give me a call. We'll shoot the breeze.
Same here. Well, except for one. One, I entered her life when she was about 15. So she was a sophomore in high school. And I developed a relationship with all of them individually. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the same time, she's at the age she knew what. But at the same time, she wouldn't call me by my first name, but she's my daughter. Her kids are my grandchildren. All the kids' children are my grandchildren. So now they all know me as no other than Pawpaw. That's it.
Yeah.
That kind of the same situation,
I think when you get to a certain age, you kind of get to a spot where most people have children.
Yeah.
And, when you get past 35 and you find somebody who doesn't have children, that's like a unicorn, man.
Yeah. I got a brother that doesn't have any. He's over 40.
One of my best friends, she's in her late 40s now, and she's never been married. No kids, never been married.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tell the truth. She a little cray-cray?
No.
Well, hey, best friend, I wasn't calling you crazy. I was just saying, I was just trying to find out. That's all. You know what I mean? Russ will tell you. We just want to know. Inquiring minds.
Right.
Cray-cray, What's wrong with you? Right leg longer than your left leg?
You know, and that's what dudes be thinking, you know.
I know, right?
You're how old? You ain't never been married. You ain't.
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you? Yeah.
Yeah.
In your younger years, pre Mrs. Les, what was your mindset on women with children?
I really didn't. I didn't prejudge nobody.
Mm-hmm. Well,
you know what I mean?
your situation was very different because you had a child as a teenager.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So when I met my ex-wife, I had a child and she didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And she was 5 years older than me.
Yeah.
She had 2 children with me, and those are the only 2 children she had.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But she was one of the rare ones that never, she's a little cray-cray, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah. You know, it was all a little cuckoo and cray-cray back then. When you're young, you don't know. So you do dumb stuff.
Right. I remember being in a relationship with a young lady. When I first met her, she was pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Oh, wow.
I was like, okay, cool. You know, hey, nice to meet you, whatever, right? We ran into each other again a year later.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she's single,
you
know, but she's had the baby, of course, and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So we started dating each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
I fell in love with her child. And that was really, really hard.
That's hard.
You know, because she was a little crazy. Her and I, the chemistry between her and I was not there all the time. Like when things were good, it was good. When things were bad, it was very bad.
Yeah.
But me and her daughter was like, oh my God, this is like my girl, you know? And it was nothing for me to say, hey, you know, we're going out. And it'd just be me and our daughter, you know? Because I loved the little girl. You know, she was ending that relationship was really, really hard.
Yeah. Yeah. It's almost like in a relationship when you got children with your wife.
Yeah.
You know, people say, oh, it's hard. Males get a bad rap because they say, oh, they walk away. Men love their children just as hard as women.
Yeah.
Some even harder.
Yeah.
And that is like tearing our hearts, you know?
But I remember dating a young lady and she had a son and her son was terrible.
Yeah.
Like I sat there and like several times I wanted to sit there and strangle this joker. He was just that bad. I'm like,
should have jumped off the top row on that cat.
You know, and I have to sit there and remember, he's not my child. He's not my child. He's not my child.
But you know, that's a relationship killer right there.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to be with you and your child running through here and running crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, no. And imagine if that child was 13, 14 years old.
Right.
And here you are, a man, and he talking back to his mama and doing all these different things. Man, I'm going to jail, bro. Because the one thing you're not going to do, I don't care if it's your mama or not, if she related to me and you know, my woman, I ain't having none of that. Ain't no disrespect nowhere.
Right.
Zero. So
I think what happens in some relationships, and this is where it gets tough when it comes to blended relationships, is that some men, some women, because their previous relationship did not work, right? And now they have this child. They want that next relationship to work so badly that they do anything for that next relationship, to including putting that relationship ahead of their child.
Yeah, but that does nothing but hurt all the way around.
Yes.
It hurts everybody in this case. You cannot do that. You have to be in a relationship. And I hate to be this way, but if your children don't get along with the person you with, I get it. Some people's attitude is like, well, they not with them. They not in a relationship with them. But is they in a relationship with you? You know, and if they don't like that person or they don't get along with that person, either you got to fix it, try to get this thing taken care of. If not, you may end up walking away because that can hurt your relationship more than anything else. Because you get guys, especially with guys, you know what I mean? And men with women, you get your daughter that's 19, 20, and you got, your new woman, your daughter tell you she don't get along with them. Don't force that relationship.
Right.
Try to repair it, but you can't force that relationship. You know what I mean? Because if you do, they're going to end up not liking each other. And your woman going to say something bad about your daughter going to say something bad about your wife. And then you're going to be standing in the middle and not know what to do.
Right.
Because you love both of them. I ain't leaving my woman, but I can't not stop messing with my daughter. You don't put yourself in that situation.
Yeah.
Gotta fix that quick, fast, and early.
Definitely. The people really have to take into the account of when you go into a blended relationship, it is not only you and that person, but it's you and the children.
Absolutely.
Because you're a package deal.
Yeah, absolutely.
When you're coming into it with kids, you're a package deal. And if that person can't accept your child, deuces. Like I mentioned in the jealousy relationship, the lady was jealous of the relationship of me and my daughter. Yeah. Deuces.
I holla.
Right.
Yeah, that right there ain't no good. Zero good right there, man. Zero. And she should have been ashamed of herself with that. That's your daughter. She should never did that,
Yeah.
She need to go sit down somewhere.
Yeah. I think really the whole package deal is the biggest thing, but you got to be able to communicate within a blended family.
That's the key, I think, in any relationship, in whatever kind of relationship. It's communication, man.
Yeah.
If you don't have communication, you don't have anything.
Especially if both of you are coming into it with children. The kids have to have a chemistry together.
Yeah.
And there's no chemistry with them. Yeah.
Yeah, that's such a hard thing. You know what I mean, too. It's better when they're younger because they can build that from a young age.
Yeah.
When
you get to a certain extent, because there can be a jealousy, especially if some other child is holding on and you've been the only parent in this child's life all this time.
Yeah.
And now there's some other little kid that's coming up there, like grabbing onto your leg. You're like, hold up.
Right.
This is my daddy.
Yeah. Go find your own daddy. Yeah. This one mine. Yeah. But at the same time, too, though, even adults, you got to be very careful still. Because believe it or not, they get jealous. Oh, he didn't do that for me. He didn't do that for us. Or she didn't do that for me, but she's doing that for them. What kind of crap is that? You know what I mean? But, everybody is raised differently. Everybody's got different temperament. Like, I'm still a disciplinarian. The wifey, she let the grandchildren do whatever they want to do. She say, this the fun house. No, it ain't. Break something over here, I'm breaking their butt. Oh.
But, it's one thing when it comes to your child over the grandparents, because one thing with the grandparents is you can always send them back.
Yes. I got two right now who defy that rule. Their mama been calling 2 days. Y'all coming home? Nah, we good. We're going to be here for another couple more days. Well, y'all don't got no clothes. Papa, I'll go buy some more. Will I? They right. So. They right, but will I? You don't know me like that, boy.
Apparently they do.
Yeah, apparently.
Papa wrapped around your finger.
Yep, I'm going to go buy some game. And we're going to wash them back. That's what you're going to do. You're going to stand there in the bathroom naked until these clothes get finished. I'll wrap you up in the towel.
Right. Right. You better not put skid marks in them underoos until this Monday night.
That's right. That's right. Don't you move, Joker.
we've talked about this several times in the past when it comes to kids and how observant they are and how they see everything, especially when you are coming into a blended family relationship. Kids are very observant. Right?
Extremely.
If you're not trying to develop a relationship with them, and some kids are very going to be standoffish. Psh, dude, that's my mom.
Yeah.
You know, you ain't rolling up in here. You ain't running this. I'm the man of this house, you know?
Yeah.
But then others are like, why don't this dude like me? You know?
Right.
And especially if the child doesn't have a relationship with his own father.
Yeah.
His or her father. And now you got this other dude in the picture who's not trying to build a relationship with me too. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, it becomes harder on the child because now this is another dude in a way that doesn't want anything to do with me.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I get that too. You know what I mean?
It's so much that can really go into the blended family, and things that make a blended family successful. A is communication, honesty, and spending time with each other.
Right.
You know, making family time for everybody works, you know. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, my wife's kids were grown, but it's like when they're around, we're all around, and we're all doing family stuff together. Mm-hmm. And, you know, for us to all bond.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And we do the same thing. We try to do group events, you know, and get everybody involved, and, you know, and that's always a good thing. You got to have that, you know?
Yeah. It definitely plays into it. Join Russ and Les as we continue to celebrate the Manspace Podcast 1-year anniversary in recognizing the top 10 Manspace moments from season 1, as voted on by you, the Manspace Nation. So without further ado, number 3. So last year we tried to do ugly sweaters for Christmas Day. It was 80 degrees out.
Yeah, right. Ugly sweater. I got ugly t-shirt.
It was about who's not gonna pass out on Christmas Day.
80 degrees on Christmas. Yeah, I'm not doing the ugly sweater. Ugly sweaters look like they stink.
When it's 80 degrees, they definitely do.
So it smells like burnt up weed and chips. Right?
Oh, man. As we do each week, we like to close the show with a little bit of inspiration. Now, today's show was about blended families. When it really comes down to it, a family is what you make of it.
Absolutely.
You may see a family that has 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10 heads at the dinner table, and you think, man, that's a really strong family. But the number doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. When it comes to a family, it's about the rituals that you create, the memories that you share, the time that you commit to one another, and the love that you show one another. Mm-hmm. See, your last names may not be the same. Your skin tones don't even match, but none of that matters. Mm-hmm. A family bond that you share, and with true family, that can never be broken.
Amen. Never. That's awesome right there, man. You need people to really pay attention to that and really understand it, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, because I mean, so many families sit there and they say, oh, you know, I don't talk to this person. I don't talk to that person. No, man, it's your family.
Right. Yeah. I speak to all my family. Crazy, lame, crazy. It don't matter. You know, they family. I can't change that. Mm-hmm. You know, it is what it is.
You don't have to be around somebody every day.
No.
You know?
No.
But me and my sister, we don't talk that often. Mm-hmm. When we do talk to each other, it's like we were just around each other yesterday.
Yep, exactly. You don't miss a moment.
You don't? Right.
And yeah, I get it. I got the same situation. My younger brother, he's always like, man, if you don't answer your phone, I'm gonna choke you.
Right.
So last couple of times, he called out and picked up. He said, man, this is crazy. I was like, what's wrong? What happened? He was like, you picked up the phone. I was like, man, shut up. Shut up. I thought something was wrong with you, man.
Right.
Well, I had me having to catch a flight right now.
Right.
He was like, yeah, I know. He said, that's why I had to back up quick. They want your crazy tail to come flying up here, trying to figure out what's going on.
Oh, man. And he is crazy.
Somewhat. I try to not stay on a crazy train too long.
Yeah, man. But it all comes down to it, man. At the end of the day, we've said it before, we'll say it again, and we'll say it to the end of time. Family, at the end of the day, is all that you got.
That's it. The family you got is the family you got.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes your family's not your blood.
That is definitely true. That is definitely true.
Before we close out the show, I got to throw this out there real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a lady who married this man, and they were doing one of those little ancestry.com type tests to kind of find out, like,
oh, Lord. Okay.
And found out they were cousins.
Oh.
She had married this dude.
And they cousins.
And they found out they were cousins.
They had to be like third or fourth cousins or something like that. Please tell me that. It don't matter.
It don't matter. To me, I've always said, if you can show up at the same family reunion, it's off limits.
You got a problem. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's gross.
Well, I wonder if that was a divorce hearing after that. Well,
do your background.
It depends on how long they was together. They gonna move to California.
Right. Do some background on before you start laying down with some people.
Yeah, for real.
Thank you for listening to this episode of The Man Space.
Whichever platform you listen to us on, make sure you subscribe and don't miss a show.
Remember to keep up with all the Manspace updates on our website, themanspacepodcast.com.
And you can follow us on Instagram at manspacenat1.
Until next time, Manspace Nation, he's Les, I am Russ, and we are out of here.
We're going to call that segment On the Other Side of Fresh.